Most men don't stay broke because they're lazy or because they don't care or because they're not ambitious. Most men stay broke because the world they're living in was never built for them to win. 2025 isn't like the world your parents grew up in. Everything is way more expensive, everything moves mad fast, and every mistake costs 10 times more than it used to. But the truth is, you don't have to get trapped like everyone else. So today, we're going to talk about why most men stay broke and more importantly, how to fix it before it's too late. Here's a hard truth. Men today are expected to live like their fathers, but in an economy that looks nothing like the one of their fathers had. The old world is gone. The one where a single income could buy a house, where a high school diploma was enough, where loyalty mattered, where effort was rewarded, where stability was normal. Today's man is judged by a standard he was never given the tools to reach because in 2025, rent is up 30 to 60%. Food prices are up 20 to 40%. Housing is basically a luxury product. Dating is more expensive than ever. Wages have barely moved in 15 years, and competition is global, not local. But nobody tells men this. Nobody says, yo, it's not your fault the game changed. Instead, men get blamed for struggling. You're told to work harder, get your bag up, grind, no excuses. But nobody acknowledges that working hard in 2025 doesn't feel the same as working harder in 1995. Back then, working hard meant you got ahead. Today, working hard means you can barely break even. And that's why most men stay broke, not because they're weak, but because they're fighting a battle they didn't even choose. One of the biggest reasons men stay broke is because they underestimate how stacked the system is. Let's talk about the traps. Everything is up except wages, groceries up, cars up, insurance up, rent up, interest rates up, taxes up. Meanwhile, your paycheck moves slower than Canadian winter traffic. Most men think they're failing, but the math is just not in their favor. They're expected to finance everything: phone, car, laptop, tuition, bed, computer, clothes, groceries. Debt became the default, and when debt becomes normal, being broke becomes normal as well. Social media made it a competition. Everybody flexes the highlights, the trips, the dinners, the cars, the bottles, the apartments, the clothes, vacations, glow ups, and men feel like they're behind by 22. And you're not behind, you're just comparing your life to someone else's best moments. Men are expected to figure out money, dating, a career, health, self control, purpose with zero instruction. You don't learn this in school. Your parents didn't learn it. Your friends don't know it. And society does not teach it. And when a man doesn't know what to do, he freezes. And freezing keeps you broke. Here's the part that nobody talks about. Men aren't allowed to struggle in silence, but they aren't allowed to speak either. If you say you're stressed, you're weak. If you say you're tired, you're unmotivated. If you say you're lonely, you're a loser. If you say you're broke, you're irresponsible. And if you're burnt out, you're just being lazy. So men carry everything alone. And when you carry everything alone, you break in silence. That's why men give up financially. Not because they want to, but because they're exhausted emotionally, mentally, and financially. Every day feels like a repeat of yesterday. And that's how you slowly slip into permanent stagnation. Let's be brutally honest. A broke man in 2025 doesn't look like a cartoon hobo holding a sign. He looks normal. He looks like your coworker, your friend, your neighbor. Here's what broke usually looks like. Has a job, no savings. Has a car, but it's financed. Has a place, but rent eats 50% of his income. Has a phone, but credit card debt is backing it up. Has goals, but no energy. Has dreams, but no plan. Has potential, but no guidance. A broke man isn't stupid. He isn't irresponsible. He isn't lazy. He's simply overwhelmed. He's drowning slowly, and he thinks it's completely normal. But because everyone around him is drowning too, and that's the real crisis. Men don't know they're stuck because their entire friend group is stuck as well. So, why do most men stay broke? Here's the root: men were never taught how to build, only how to survive. Growing up, you weren't taught how to invest, how taxes work, how your credit card works, inflation, how to build wealth, how to negotiate, how to pick a career, how to handle emotions, how to choose a partner, and how to avoid debt. You were taught get a job, work hard, don't complain, and figure it out. This mindset worked 40 years ago, and it does not work in 2025. Working hard is required, but working smart is mandatory. Without financial literacy, without discipline, without strategy, no mentorship, without purpose, a man becomes overwhelmed. An overwhelmed man becomes stagnant, and a stagnant man becomes broke. And a broke man becomes hopeless. And this is why men stay broke. They're navigating an economy designed for sharks with goldfish ass instructions. Now, let's talk solutions. Here's the blueprint I wish every man I had at 18. If your income goes up, your expenses should not. Most men stay broke because they spend like they're rich before they become rich. Cut subscriptions, stop flex purchasing, stop eating out 5 times a week, stop living like social media is real. Pick a skill, trades, tech, sales, freelancing, AI work, copyright, anything scalable. Your skill set determines your paycheck. You need to build an emergency cushion first. So $1,000 for emergencies, 5,000 for stability, 10,000 for other options. Keep it simple. Most men never get ahead because they're always one bad week away from disaster. The next thing you need to know is how money works. Learn it. Not flashy stuff, not guru nonsense, just basics. Invest in ETFs, avoid debt, buy assets, stay consistent, automate your savings, ignore the hype, and let time work. Okay. Next thing, you need to build discipline. Discipline beats motivation. Discipline beats emotion, and discipline beats circumstances. Your life changes the moment you can tell yourself no. Men win today by doing the opposite of what everyone else is doing. When everyone else flexes, you stack. When everyone else consumes, you build. When everyone else complains, you solve. When everyone else gives up, you keep on going. Don't win with speed. They win with consistency. Every day, you stay disciplined. You widen the gap between you and the man who quit. By 30, you become unrecognizable. By 35, unstoppable. By 40, untouchable. 2025 isn't hopeless. It's just unforgiving. The man who adapts wins. The man who stays the same loses. If nobody told you this today, let me be the one. You're not behind. You're not a failure. You're not doomed. You're not broken. You're just early in the story. Nobody sees the middle chapters. They only see the success posts. But here's the truth. Most men who made it looked exactly like you right now. Tired, stressed, worried, unsure, doubting themselves, fighting quiet battles. You're not finished. You're forming. And if you apply this discipline now, your 30s won't look anything like your 20s. If this video hit you, drop a like. Helps the algorithm push it to more men who need to hear this. And if you want a community of guys grinding, learning, and fighting their way out, join the Discord. It's down below, and comment. What's the biggest thing holding you back right now? I respond to every single comment. So stay disciplined, stay dangerous, and don't let the world make you broke. If you're still watching, thank you so much for your time. Show some support on the video. Really helps out the channel and pushes this stuff, more content. People like you, that's all we're about, making money. Hustle, grind, staying humble. Have an amazing rest of your day. Take care for your time, and I'm out. Bye-bye.